Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I finally got this reading chair right here and I'm so happy about it. It is amazing. Me and my husband sit together. He has started reading a book for some reason. It's on business, but it's finally starting reading something and I'm really happy that he is starting on his journey, or maybe I have no idea. Okay, so this is a mid-year book tag and we are in July. It's half of the year is left, and my reading goal was 75 books and I'm at 50 books till now, and I thought I'd be reading so much more. Maybe my pace is getting slower or whatever is the reason. I thought I'll be surpassing 75 books, but I don't think so. Before we ramble more, let's get on with this video. So the first question is the best book you have read so far. I have so many in my mind. I maybe in some of the prompts I get 2 books, 3 books, but this one I try to narrow myself to one book, and this book had everything that I was looking for, and the book is Releasing 10 by Chloe Walsh. This is the book number 6 in Boys of Torment series, and this series is a complicated romance series and it has a lot of trauma, a lot of trigger warnings. So if you want to pick up this series, look up all the trigger warning because this gets very freaking dark as you go, and this book is really dark. It follows Lizzie and Huey's story. There's one more book coming for them, but this book was perfection for me. It had everything. You can check out my reading blog. I can link in the bio, or maybe I will put it right here. I don't know how to put it right here. Maybe I'll link in the bio. So it was very hard for me to go through this book. It took me 7 to 8 days to finally go through this one, but I really enjoyed this one. Maybe I really connected to the characters or what, but this is the best book I have read. I know it's not a fantasy, it's a romance, but I really do think, I mean, it had everything. Next prompt, I've written my prompts in this diary. Yeah, I'm a girl who writes down in a diary. Next prompt is a new release you haven't read yet. Okay, I have 3 books that are new releases, fairly new releases that I would love to read, and I've bought it, but not gotten any time to read it yet. The first one is The Rose Bargain, Sasha Payton Smith. When one makes a fair bargain, one must be prepared to pay the price. So I have heard really good things about it. Look at the cover. The cover actually made me buy the books. Then I searched about the reviews of the books and it was really nice. So it has a sword, like it reminds me of Parless for some reason because of the sword. And I really have no idea what this book is about. I be buying books without knowing what they really a fantasy with a huge amount of romance. So a romantasy. The next book is Our Infinite Fates by Lawrence Stephen, and this is also a fantasy. I'm enjoying fantasy, romantasy, and fantasy. Even if it's just a fantasy, I think I would enjoy it. I don't know if I've read. No, no. I have read Six of Crows trilogy of duology, and that was pure fantasy with like subplot of romance. So I really loved it. This is a pure romantasy, and in I only know that this couple, whenever they meet in whatever realm, they end up killing each other. So they keep meeting in different realms, but they always end up killing each other, and they love each other. So I don't even know what is going on. Why do they even end up killing each other? I will read a small blurb. Maybe that's all love is in the end, an endless tempting of fate. Okay, that is very sad. And I love the cover of it. They have loved each other in 1,000 lifetimes. They've killed each other in every one. Like, how is not that intriguing? Of course, you would want to pick up this book. I am waiting to pick up this book. It is really calling my name, so maybe very soon. Next one, I bought it 2-3 days ago because I have really heard about V. Schwab, never read any books by her, and I got this one, Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soul by V. Schwab, #1 bestseller author of the Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I've not even read that, but I've never read something with vampires. No, I'm lying. I'm lying. I have recently read Zodiac Academy and it had vampires in it, but I've not read something focusing on vampires and a female vampire per se and a lesbian vampire. I've only read Twilight when I was little. That's it. But three young women, their bodies planted in the same soil, their stories tangled like roots. This is a story about hunger. 1532, Santiago de la Clasta. This is a story about love. This is a story about rage. This is a story about life, how it ends and how it starts again. And I've been really reading the reviews of it and people are really liking it. So I bought this book without reading my Goodreads review. I always look up, but I did not. And thank goodness, the reviews are nice. So the book must be nice. Yeah, I rely on Goodreads reviews. I shouldn't, but I do rely on them. I bought this book just because of the vibes, though, and the V. Schwab. I really wanted to read one of his books, one of her books. So the next prompt is, let me check, biggest disappointments. So I've written 3 books in the biggest disappointments. There have been a lot, but these are the top 3, I think, and #1 of them is The Crooked Kingdom by Leah Bardugo. I finished this yesterday. I'm sorry if you really like this book. These are my opinions. Everyone can have their opinions, right? And I was so disappointed by this one. I loved Six of Crows. I loved Kaz Becker. I loved Inez. I loved Nina, Matthias. Okay, everyone, they are my people, and I loved the heist part in Six of Crows. Okay, that was the vibe. That was amazing. I love the twists and turns and whatnot, right? This was disappointing. This had not a lot of, this had nothing of that Six of Crows vibes. Yeah, that is the reason I really didn't like it, but I still gave it 4 stars because I just couldn't fathom giving less than that. Maybe, yeah, I'm biased, but I couldn't believe that was not enjoying. I completed this book in 7 days or maybe more, and I really wanted to DNF it. But then I talked to my husband and he said, no, finish it. You really like Six of Crows, right? I said, yeah, I really liked it. Still 4 stars, but not near Six of Crows. I still liked Matthias and Nina's love story in this one. There are dialogues in these that I really adored, but the book, disappointment. The second one that I have in this one, Family of Liars by E. Lockhart. So I recently watched We Were Liars on TV show. I have not read the book, but really enjoyed the TV show. And then I researched about it and figured out that it's a trilogy, and the third book is gonna come very soon. So I thought might as well read the second book. I really enjoyed the Liar's family and the Liar's moms. So the second book revolves around the moms, but I really hated the plot. I hated the characters. It was very predictable. I gave this book 2 stars. Don't even want to talk more about it. It infuriated me seriously. And the third one is On the Wings of Blood, and I DNF'd this one. I think this is a soft DNF. Maybe I was not in the mood to read a fantasy. I have no idea. The writing was very childish for me. I thought this will give me Fourth Wings vibe. Everyone and their mothers, including me, are chasing what we got from Fourth Wing, and of course, I've been looking for something like that, and I thought this will be it. But no. That's all I want to say. No. Next one is favorite new author, and I recently read this book by Imani Iriu, and I fell in love with this author. I think she's a girl, and her writing. This book is Heavenly Bodies, and oh, it was such a romantasy. This was such a journey for me. It had everything: a woman who is ruthless, a man who is feral for her, a plot which keeps changing, and you cannot keep track of what is really happening, and you cannot keep track of the twist and the turns, and world building, the banter, the tension that the couple had. I was floored, and I cannot wait for the next book. It is coming September. I have pre-ordered the book already. So this author is gonna be my new favorite author because this book was amazing and the vibes was immaculate. It's really getting cold. The next one is most anticipated release for the second part of the year. So I have three books in this category. First is Alchemy of Secrets by Stephanie Garber. If you know Stephanie Garber, you have read the Carol, the twist, what was the other series, Once Upon a Time series. I've not read that, but I've read Caraval, and this was very start of reading what is it, journey, and I really loved her writing, and these are the YA books that she has written before, and this one is gonna be a adult book. So I'm really intrigued how her writing will be, if it be changed at all, and actually do not know anything about the plot of this one, but still gonna buy this one and read it. Next one is Not Quite Dead Yet by Holly Jackson. Holly Jackson is my favorite one of my favorite thriller author, and I've read I Two Murder series, Reappearance of Rachel Price, and I loved the feeling of those thriller books, and she's coming with another thriller, so I'm really excited for that. So yeah, two books, not three books. I think I mentioned three books that I'm really excited that's gonna come. The next one is your favorite characters that you have read about till now, and I have three books for this one because I really couldn't choose one of my favorite character. And the first one is Kai. Of course, this is a YA romance, and this follows Kai and Payden. I'm in love with Kai. The way he talks to Payden, the way he uses the way he uses words, amazing. The man can talk. The man can talk you into anything, and I'm in love with him. This is a completed series now. There's Powerless. Powerful is a novella, and then there's Reckless, and then there's Fearless. If you want to get into a fantasy, get into this one because this is very easy to read, and the characters you will really fall in love with. You are following Kai and Payden. Payden is an ordinary. Kai has all the powers, and ordinaries are getting slaughtered in this kingdom. And yeah, that's all. Next one is Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. Do I really need to tell you anything about this? Zayden Ryerson, and Violet Sorrengail. They are my favorite characters. I'm a girl, so I will choose Violet over Zayden anytime. But first book in the Empyrean series. This is written by Rebecca Ross. This is the first fantasy book that she has ever written, and oh my god, she has broke the world and she has broken all the records. This is an amazing series. Only three books are out. It is not a completed series. It follows dragons, and oh my god, very nice dark academia sort of vibes, and in a fantasy world, amazing. Next one, I'm gonna be a very basic bitch. A lot of people are hating on Voice of Torment. I don't even know why. I love this series, and my favorite character in this series is Aoife. She is a ride or die. She's a girl that I would want to be friends with. I hope that she is real. She is not. She does everything and anything for Joey, and I don't even have words for her. She is my favorite character forever, I think. I'm actually really in love with her. I want someone like her in my life. I want someone whom I could, besides my husband, but I don't know. I want someone like her in my life. One is the biggest surprise. The biggest surprise that I thought that I would really not like this book, but I picked this up when I was on a trip to Switzerland, and I thought, okay, I have this on Kindle Unlimited. Might as well give this book a try. And the book is Zodiac Academy: The Awakening. I really enjoyed this one. This is a fantasy romance, so more of a romantasy, and this follows twins Tori and Darcy's story. They stumble into this school that is of magic, and they come to find out they are the children of the king and queen of the like academy, but their parents have died and no one really wants them on the throne, and they are tested and tried. I really thought I would not like it because this is I think the two books, first two books, or maybe I don't even know if the other ones are, but first two books are bully romances, and I've never read any bully romance before. I thought I would hate it, but Seth, I really like Seth. I like Darius. I like um, Professor Orion. Wow, Professor Orion is really something. I would like. I think he's kind of my type. I really like him. And I loved Tori and Darcy. Next one, I actually love anything that has dark academia vibes, I think. Next one is the best sequel that you have read. Yeah, is Fearless. This is the last book in the Parless trilogy, and wow, I don't know why people were hating on this one. I loved it. I loved all the Kit parts. I loved the Kai parts. I loved Payden. What was not for us to love? I don't want to give you guys any spoilers, so I'm not going to talk a lot about this because this is the third book in the trilogy and this is the last book. So I was looking at the wall when the book ended for 10 minutes straight because I could not believe the ending, and I was sad, but I don't know. I really love this one. Okay, the last two prompts are left, and the second last prompt is book that made you cry. I mean, I could have picked so many books that I've talked about right now. I could have picked Releasing Ted, Fourth Wing, whatever, right? But Onyx Storm, but I wanted to pick something else. So the book that I picked up is A Love Story to Whiskey by Candy Steiner. I have the physical book, but I am letting someone borrow it. So don't have the physical copy with me right now. But this book was such a roller coaster of all the freaking emotions. The characters are really flawed. There's also a cheating trope in it, so if someone doesn't like it, don't pick this book up. But I think I am a little bit of a toxic person because I really enjoyed this one. I loved the character growth. I loved the back and forth of them deciding to be together and not to be together. And I mean, it was really hard. It was nerving, but there was something in the writing that was really getting stuck with me. And oh my god, I cried. I cried so much. Okay, the last prompt is books that make me happy. Um, all the books freaking make me happy. Look at my freaking bookshelf. Oh, this is not the second last. This is not the last prompt. I have one more prompt. This video is a mess. I'm a mess always. Okay, look at the freaking bookshelf. Every book freaking makes me happy, but the book that I've chosen right here, I am glad my mom died by Janet McCurdy, because the character journey is a memoir. She came through so much trauma and she has finally written this book, and it must have felt really achieving, and I'm really happy for her. That is why this book made me happy, because of the freaking ending. um, it was really hard because her mom, people just shouldn't have babies if they don't want to, because why ruin a precious girl's life for what? Anyway, she came through it. She is doing so good for herself, and wow, I'm really happy. That is why I picked this book up. Last one, yes, the last one is the best cover that I have. I was really confused because I tend to try not to buy like sprayed edges and stuff because those are expensive, but I have few of them right here, and I picked up The Never List by Jade Pearsley. I really love this. This is a why choose romance. I do not like why choose romances, but I picked this up because look at the cover, look at the sprayed edge. It has amazing art inside, and look at this. Look at this, look at this, look at this, look at everything. This is a beautiful book. Look at seriously the back of it. Amazing. So yeah, this is the last prompt. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you really like this video, and please share and like and comment if you did. And yeah, I'll be back with more. Bye bye.